Hey guys, Rorius here. Welcome back to Human Resource Machine. This just popped up in the main menu. Apparently there's a sequel to this game called 7 Billion Humans, and it's based on parallel computing, which is fascinating because I loved that when I was studying computer science at university. I loved parallel... What the fuck is it called? Working with code that's in parallel is super fascinating to me. And I would be really keen to have a look at this, but maybe later. We're up to Countdown. I'll get a handful of these done, but I'm going to try not to spend as much time as I did last time. I played for way too long last time. Yes, welcome back. Tick, tick, tick. Time keeps ticking down. Let's get to work. Okay? Yes. Oh, yes. I love what you've done with your hair. Really? It's like balding in the middle. Okay, for each number in the inbox, send that number to the outbox, followed by all numbers down to or up to 0. It's a countdown. Oh, I see. Does it include 0? I think it does. You got new commands. They add 1 or subtract 1 from an item on the floor. The result is given back to you, and for your convenience, also written right back to the floor. Bump. Okay. Interesting. So bump is like a copy from... that takes a value that's 1 less, but also copies 2 automatically? Essentially? What the? Didn't notice this hand before. Ooh. Okay, I see. So, what it needs to do is inbox, copy to 0, then, I'm not going to write this too efficiently first. F0 jumps straight to outbox, and then jump back to the start. Yeah. Otherwise, if it's negative, jump ahead still, but not as far as 0. Jump ahead and bump plus 0. Outbox, and then jump. Oh, and then if... Oh. If negative, jump back to here. Oh, this is gonna be not fun. Okay, wait, no, I'm gonna take those ones out, because I think I'm gonna have to do separate outboxing. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about the 0 just yet. Okay, I'm gonna start putting these around as well. So this is the this is just a divider. This is the intro. This is where it gets complicated. Okay, if it's negative, it needs to bump up. If it's positive, it needs to bump down. Oh wait, it also needs to outbox the original number as well. So inbox, copy to, then outbox it. Then it needs to... Oh. No. Oh no. This is way more complicated than the previous ones. No, not outbox straight away. It needs to figure out what the number is before it outboxes. Shit. Actually, to avoid having outboxes... Oh no, I can't do it like that, because I need to outbox at each level. I need to have loops. We're trying to make 4 loops without any kind of 4. We're having to use jumps, which is what original for loops and while loops are. They're just jumps, but without the like abstractness of a for loop. So much harder. Okay, I think this is all I need to do. Okay, well, I'll also just put a little divider here just so that well, just yeah, straight up divider. Okay, so what I did, I put a little jump, I put, once again, a little intro outbox section that I can just jump to, which gets avoided in the first run. I have inbox, I copy to the 0 location, I check to see if that number is already 0. If it is, outbox and then start again. If it's negative, or if it's positive, it'll go to this one. If it's negative, it'll go to the next section. That's why I had this section and then this section separated. So if it's positive, it'll bump it down, if that new number is now 0, it'll go back to the start, basically, outbox and reset. If it's not, it will outbox and jump back to the start of this little loop. Whereas, if it's negative, it will immediately go down to here, where then it will bump up, it'll increase the number, check if it's 0, if it is, go back to the start, outbox and loop, otherwise outbox and jump. Yeah. Fingers crossed, that's everything. I doubt it's the most efficient way to write this, but... Oh, what? No, it didn't, what? Oh, I forgot to... Yeah, I forgot to outbox the... shit. No! No! Okay, now what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to put an outbox up here, and another outbox up here? Negative, jump there, outbox. And then, yeah, loops there, okay. Okay, I'm gonna put 2 extra outboxes. This is not, well written. This is definitely not the efficient one that we're wanting. Yeah. So yeah, this is working. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. It's just that it's really not efficient. It's really fascinating to see it run though, because like this is a visual representation of like a... for a minute there I was like, what? Didn't work. No, it did work. Yeah, okay. There's a visual representation of code running through and doing something that you're trying to do, you know? It's fascinating. Oh, I got the speed challenge, but not the fewer commands thing. Screw it. I'm not gonna worry too much about getting them. I didn't go back and get these two. Sometimes it's just too hard, you know? I probably will... The completionist in me will want to go back later. But, for now, for the episodes, I'm not going to worry. It seems like only yesterday we were learning about adding. Fond memories. We worked so hard back then. Well, it kind of... No, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, I think. Or was it the day before that? That I recorded it. I don't know, I don't remember. For each 2 things in the inbox, multiply them and outbox the result. Don't worry about negative numbers for now. Okay. You got labels. Oh, that can help you remember the purpose of each tile on the floor. Just tap any tile on the floor to edit. Oh, right, okay. Ah. So these are... We're slowly building up to a more, like, abstract system. Because these labels, they're essentially what a variable is. In more advanced programming languages, a variable is just a name for an address in the system. So now we're starting to have names we're giving to our little addresses. Cool. So wait, how do I... Oh, I can remove them? No, that just... Oh yeah, if you just like, trash. Put in the trash. But if I click on them, I can give labels now. That's cool. And that'll change what they look like in here. Ah, neat. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here. So wait, multiply them. Oh shit. Okay. I know how I'm gonna have to do this, but it's, once again, not gonna be elegant with this setup. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy to... We'll start with this one, and I'm gonna label it. This is... What do I want to call it? Left. Okay. Call this one right. Result. Yeah, this is not going to be... Oh, this is going to be really inelegant. Copy to the right. Then... Oh, it says don't worry about negative numbers for now. I think it's because it's not going to give me negative numbers. Okay, good. Because that was something that I was like, oh no. So, what I'm going to do... I'm gonna go back to copying from the left. Add the left. So add it to itself. Oh wait, no, I should do a check first. Yeah, if the value is 0, then I'm gonna do this whole shtick again. Copy from 9, which I will label. This, it had 0 written here. Copy from 0, and outbox that. Yeah. And I'll put a little jump in here. And I'll use this outbox to... I'll jump instead of putting another outbox down here. So, if the value is 0, if the right-hand value... So as soon as you inbox, if the right-hand value is 0, just forget it. Take the 0 and put it in the outbox. But if it's not 0, then copy to the right spot. Then copy the left value again, because we want the left value in our hands. Oh, this is gonna be awful. I'm sure there is a better way to do this, but I don't know how I would do it any other way. So coming from left, add it. Copy to the result, minus bump the right. And then check if 0. I think I'm gonna have to put it down here. If 0, then yeah, copy from result and jump to outbox. Yeah. Otherwise, if it isn't 0, copy from result and then jump back to there. Oh, this is complicated. This is really messing my head. Okay, I'm gonna put some divides in and see if I can make sense of it. Okay, so this section is the vals got, or values got. And then the computation begins. It really sucks that I have to have this copy from result in both of these situations. Yeah, this is really inelegant, but we'll give it a go. So it takes to the left, takes from the right, adds it over, then minuses 1 from that. Yeah, this is very inefficient. I don't even remember what the combo was. Let's just follow... I mean, if it's right, it'll... Yeah. So yeah, it's 18. No. Okay, I did it one more time by... it did one extra combo than it was supposed to. That's good to know. Okay. So yeah, okay, if we... It's 7 and 2, so it should be 7 times 2, so it should equal 14. Let's just watch it again. So it takes the 7, adds it, puts it down. Oh, that's what's happening. Yeah, it's doing the bump at the wrong time. Before it even does this. Okay, no, I have to copy to right. I have to do the copy to right first. And then straight up bump it down 1. Bump down right. And then if it equals 0. Because if it's 1, we want to immediately bump it down. Because 1 times the object is just... There's no adding. There's no adding being done. So you remove 1 value from it immediately. Then it will be 0. So you just take the... Oh, but the result... It won't even have the result there either. No, okay. If it's 0 there... No, okay, I can put the F0 one up here, but I have to put another, if it's 0 in this context, if it's 0 after I bump it down 1, then just go straight to, okay, I didn't want to do this. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. It's, once again, not efficient, but I'm gonna copy the left to the result straight away. So that I can, if bumping it down 1 makes it go to 0 straight away, then I can just jump down to here and go straight up. Copy, yeah, jump down, copy from results, and jump up to the outbox. Okay, this is awful. This is an awful combo. This is an awful system. But yeah, so it copies straight to results. Yeah, so that'll put that there. Bump that down. If it's 0, then just take from the results and output there. So it's outputting correctly now. So 1, and then times that by 7. So it'll do this computation. It should equal 7 at the end. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it's, yep, okay, it's working. It's really... I didn't take into consideration if the left was 0. Well, I did it, but it's horrifically inefficient. Wait, I can do it a little bit better. I'll get just a little bit better. I've made this the most inefficient setup. But there, this should, like, my little addition there should fix the problem we were having. Where if the left-hand one is 0, you gotta bin the left-hand one and the right-hand one. But you don't want to do any commands for it. What? Why did that happen? Wait, step back. 4. And the next one's 0. So just straight up. Oh, why does it copy from 0? Why does it... Why does the 2 get... Oh, no, because I'm not supposed to outbox that. I'm not supposed to outbox that one. I'm supposed to just get rid of it. Okay, I'm just gonna add another jump. It's such a mess. But it should work, and it should be more efficient than my previous one. Oh, that one sucked. It's only a tiny bit more, but the size is way bigger. Forget it. I'm not going to be doing that one any services. Let's go to the Fibonacci. Fibonacci visitor. Uh-oh. This back hallway is for advanced employees only. Are you sure you want to be here? These night shift assignments are optional, you know, and they are difficult. If you need to ask for help, I'll be here looking through these catalogs for a golden spiral. Yeah, Fibonacci is a... It'll be interesting. For each thing in the inbox, send to the outbox the full Fibonacci sequence up to, but not exceeding, that value. For example, if inbox is 10, outbox should be 112358. What's a Fibonacci sequence? Ask your boss, or a friendly search box. And then they've got a little example of the Fibonacci sequence down here. It should be bigger than any number they ever give you, so... Oh man. They gave us a 0, but they didn't give us a 1. So, I might just... I'm gonna straight up bump that one to be a 1. Before I even inbox. Okay, so then we inbox, copy to 0, and I might just... Actually, no, I'll get rid of this as the reference. I'll copy to 8, and I'll call 8 the ref. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these floor spaces here to do the Fibonacci sequence. If it's negative, keep going. If it's not negative, if it's 0 or positive, that's when you loop back to here. So yeah, whereas if it's negative, it's going to continue. Oh. So basically, if that's, I'll add it back on. Add whatever ref is back on. Copy to... Sorry, I'm going to be very silent for this because I'm going to... It's going to take me a while to get my head around it, around doing this with these set of instructions. Okay. This is messy, as I usually am. This is gonna be this game is gonna be the proof of why, or it's gonna show why I didn't do algorithm analysis at university, and why I'm not the cleanest. While I know programming stuff and I know some good practices of programming, I am not the best programmer. So, let's start. So this one actually doesn't have a little loop at the start, which is good. Okay, but we begin by, we take the 0. The 0 we're not going to touch. I was originally going to touch the 0, but I've decided not to. So we take the 0 from the start, copy it to both the second and the first place, and then bump up the first place so that you got 0 and 1 in that initial section. Then what you do... Actually, this might skip out the first one. I just realized I might be skipping the first one. Yeah, because what I was going to do is bump it up to 1. Then take it inbox the first thing, copy that to the reference slot, so that, you know, we've got a place to reference what the Fibonacci maximum would be. Then what it does is you copy the value in this first slot. Let's bring it over to the reference, and then you remove the reference from it. If that value is positive, i.e. the value in first is higher than the value in the reference, this might be all wrong. Now that I'm reading it out like this, then you're done, basically. So jump back to the start and reset. If it's not, if it's negative or if it's 0, then you add the reference back on so that you've got the original value for the first. Then you go and you add the second value you know, you add what's in the second to it, put that in the result, copy the first to the second, copy the result to the first, and then outbox that, and then start the loop again. Let's just see. If I do it like that, let's just see what happens initially. So yeah, we do some little initial work. So you put the reference down there, take this, check it against the reference. It's still very negative, so that's fine. Place that there. Take from the output 1. But now it's going to output 2. The next one's going to output 2. So I missed the first step. Yeah. Damn it. Shit. I shouldn't bump it up. I should have them both 0 initially. I think that might actually fix everything. If I just don't bump it up initially. So put both the 0s there. Get rid of that. Bring in your 18. Check the value, the last used value. So the first value. I label these interestingly, but yeah, it's gonna do a lot of processes here which are unnecessary. Ah, no, because I don't have a bump. Wait, then how? Very tempting to just output. So wait, I'll undo that change that I made before. I'm just going to immediately outbox 1. I have the feeling they're not going to give us anything less than a 1. So let's just try that. Let's just cheat. This is bad. This is what I'm doing here is bad. You should not do it like this. But yeah, it should slowly. Check that. Nope. Basically have a 2 there. Check it again. It's still not functioning. So now it's 2 and 3. Add them together. Get the 5 there. Check it. Still not there yet. Put the 8 over there. It will go through. The current result is 21. Oh, what? Chat! I've done this so badly. Like, so poorly. I should do the math first, and then check the result. Yeah, I'm doing it the wrong way around. What I should do is remove these. All of these. So the loop should be... So, the way I've got it set up, basically, initially, just immediately outbox 1. And have it set up with 1, 0. So, then you copy from 1. Add to the second. And then copy to res. Copy from 1, put it into 2. Copy from res, put it into 1. And then, before you outbox, you'll have the result. You'll have the result in your hands. So, sub from reference. If it is 0, or if it is negative, then if it is 0 or if it is negative, add it back on, add reference back on, and outbox it. Yeah. Whereas if it isn't, if it's not 0 or negative, then you're done. You don't want to outbox anything, so go back to inbox. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So I did the check. I've just moved the check below the initial. And I still have my cheatsy fix up here. Which I probably could fix properly. But I'm not gonna. Okay, let's see if this works. Once again, I've spent way too long on this game. Just immediately output 1. Do the math first. Put it, you know, replace those. Check it against that. It's going to be still wildly negative, so output again. And then it's going to do the math. Check it against the reference. Output 2. Hell yeah. 3, and then it's going to be 5. And then it's going to be 8. And then it's going to be, what's the next one? 13? Yeah. Yeah, and it did the check against the reference. Saw that the reference was smaller than the value. And didn't output. Yay! Oh dear. Well, my size is so close though. Oh man. Damn it, 2 list commands, but there's still a fair way for speed. Yeah, I definitely know there's a better way of doing the copying stuff here. Oh, what I can do, to remove 1, I can put this like that. But I need to remove 1 more. I think I can copy 2 from... Oh my god, I've spent way too long on this. I think I can do a switch up in this here to reduce the amount of commands that I need to use. So when we pick up the first item, let's say it's a 3. We add the previous item, which will be 2. So that we'll have 5. Copy that over to there. And then we just need to remove the 2 again to get the 3. And then we can add that, and then we can just copy to the second. But then the problem with this setup is that you need to still pick up the first again. I need to do a copy to... Sorry, copy from the first again, or from the res. Copy from res. Which means I'm back up to 20 again. Damn it, that feels better in terms of copying and stuff like that. I was gonna look at it. Okay. Immediately output that. I still think that's the problem. That's the initial problem. Let's see if this works here. Add that. Copy it to those 2. And then remove it from there. And then just pick up that and compare it. I mean, it works exactly the same, but it uses just as many commands. Damn it, okay, no, I'm just gonna have to YOLO it. Forget it. I've spent, like, nearly half an hour on that frickin' puzzle. Mod module. How many hours of work can you fit in one day? Not enough. There's always a sad reminder of unworked hours. Good thing we have these optional night shifts to cram in more. For each I suck. I actually suck at this game. Now that it's getting hard, I'm so bad. For each two things in the inbox, outbox the remainder that would result if you had divided the first by the second. Right. No, so I get that. Okay, no, I see. Yeah. This is actually very simple. I think. Once again, inbox. Copy to 0. I only ever use like 2 slots or 3 slots of this. Actively, you know. I have to copy from 0 again. I think. This is where like a little loop will happen. Loop. Sub from the second slot. We sub the value in the second slot from what we're holding. If it's 0, I might just do this whole thing again. Where we outbox, and then we'll have a little like jump here, dodge the outbox. If it's 0, straight away, that's your mod is 0. You got an exact division. If it's not 0, but if it's negative, then add from 1 and then jump here. But if it's positive, then jump back to this. Yeah. I think that's it. I think this is it complete, I think. I keep saying I think. Let's just try it. So we take 9, and then we need to divide it by 4. How many times does 4 go into 9? So we go... But then, we're not getting the actual division. What we're doing is we're getting what's remaining. Yeah. So you keep dividing until you get a negative number, and then add it back on so that you get just what's remaining. Oh. I think something just went wrong. This is gonna burn. No? Oh. I think this is gonna work for this current set. I could have done a 0 check there. Minus that. Nope. So plus that and then 0. Yeah, okay, cool. That worked. I really didn't think that was gonna work properly. Oh, you're kidding me. One less step. What could it have been? What could the step be? Okay, it'll be this. Let's put the add up here. I think I can remove that. Okay, let's just check. Let's just follow this through. So we got inbox, copy to, yep, that's all the same. We sub, if it's 0. If subbing is 0, then just outbox the 0. If after subbing, it's 0. Bring that 0 to the outbox. If it's negative, then add and then outbox. If it's positive, keep looping. Okay. Was it 12 that it needed to be efficient? Let's just do all of the same math. I believe it's all the same numbers, so... Maybe? Yay! Yes! Yeah, I could do that shit. I could do that kind of stuff. Small divide. Okay. I'm gonna do this side path and then we're gonna call it. Because it has already been an hour and 20 minutes of playing this. I wanted to do some things this afternoon. Remember last time when I told you didn't need to divide? Well, now you get to. For each two things in the inbox, how many times does the second fully fit into the first? Don't worry about negative numbers. Divide by 0 or remainders. This might be a good time to practice copying and pasting from a previous assignment. Oh. Nah. I don't wanna. This is gonna be inelegant. I'm telling you right now. This is gonna be a mess. I mean, you're gonna use I as a little note for an iterator. So, actually, first thing to do is to copy from 0, copy that to the iterator, copy from the left again, and then, this is when we start subbing. So yeah, this is going to be way more complicated than the previous one, but it's similar logic. It's just that what you do, you have to put a step in each. You have to insert a step between each sub, basically. Then well, yeah, we'll sub the right. If it's negative, jump to. I'm going to make it just a copy from I. Outbox. If it's 0, well, if it's anything but negative, then I need to bump up I. I'll copy this to the result. Bump up I. Oh, what I should do is I should also copy the left one to the result straight away. The result is just a. Oh, do I even need to? Wait, no, I think I can just ignore res. I don't think I even need to have res. Yeah, I'm gonna remove it. Yeah, well, instead of copying it to 4, we'll copy it back to the left. Because I don't think you need the res. You don't need the res spot. And actually, that might have been a way that I could have made the Fibonacci sequence better, is if I just removed the res and used my method of, like, adding and then minusing sort of thing to get the values. Because then I could have removed the step of adding to res. That would have been another step I could remove. Whatever the case. So we copy it back to the left, bump up I, and then we loop. We jump back to the copy from left. Yeah, there we go. I think that's it. I think we've done the loop, actually. Yeah. Because what we're doing is we're looking for just a whole number of... We're looking for the division without any dots, without any decimal places. Yeah, let's just see how that runs. So, place the iterator, make the iterator 0. Get the left, get the right, copy from the left, minus it, add an I. Take from the left, minus it. Place it on, iterate the I. Minus it, it's now 0. Iterate the I. But then it's negative, so bring the iterator over. Yeah, bring the 3 over. And then reset the iterator. Okay. How many times 2 goes into 5? Should be 2. Get set to do. It's like negative. Okay, take the iterator over. Yep, reset it. Cool. Freaking perfect. Yay! Did it freaking perfectly. See, I could do this stuff. Wow, I've hardly done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've done 5 levels and it's been an hour and a half. Wait a second. I want to see if I change this ever so slightly. If I just get rid of res. Because I don't think I need res. Oh, change this copy from to copy from 1. Let's see if that works. I don't think I need a result section. I can do it. I can work without it. Frickin' sweet! I went from not having either of them to having both of them. Oh, whoops. Nice! Yeah! That's what I was missing. I was missing the fact that I did not need a results box. Alright, I didn't see what the level was called. 3 something. Yes, we rank all our employees here. From worst performing to the... From worst performing all the way to the best performing. What? Where do you rank? Let's give it some thought while we complete this assignment. Okay. I don't know why I'm like desperately trying to give her like a American Jewish voice. But I'm so bad at that voice. I just know it. I like know most of it from bad movies, Mel Brooks movies, and Family Guy and Dan Avidan from Game Grumps. His like when he does an impression because he's so good at it because he's American Jewish. The "you lied to me" thing that he does. On point. For each 3 things in the inbox, send them to the outbox in order from smallest to largest. It's already done the copy twos for me. Okay, so 7, 5, and 1. This is gonna be a nightmare. I know how to do this shit with, like, proper programming languages, but when I'm dealing with this sort of limited tool set, yikes. See, I could totally do it for 2. I could do a min-max for 2 things. But as soon as because there's 3 there, okay, well, straight away what I'm going to do is I'm going to work backwards. So we start with the item in box 2. That was just going to be 1 initially. What we'll do is I'm going to put a little divider in here. Oh, no, just divider. We'll take the second item, minus the first item from it. If it is negative, which it's gonna be, we'll jump ahead to somewhere. Otherwise, if it's positive, yeah, I'm gonna have to have a branching setup. It might want me to do iterators once again, but I don't wanna. Because I don't want to have to be picking up stuff and switching them out constantly. I'm gonna try and do a branch. Positive, we'll add 1 back on, but then immediately sub the 0. And then once again, we'll have an if negative statement, which will jump to another place. If it's not negative, then it is the most positive. So we'll add 0 back on, and we'll copy it to this place. We'll copy it to 5, which will be the highest value. If the initial one is negative, then it is smaller than that one. Then it's smaller than one of them. I'm gonna go with just the logic, and I'm just gonna keep it in my head. If it minuses this and it's negative, then once again we'll add 1 back on, and we'll go and do the sub of 0. If it's negative. If the initial one is negative, and the second one is negative, then it's the smallest. I'm gonna guess that we're just dealing with positive numbers. Even though it doesn't say that up here. Oof. If the first one is negative, and the second one is negative, you could just immediately outbox that shit. Otherwise, if the other one is positive, then add it back on, and place it there. Yeah, because it'll be the second biggest. This is gonna be a mess. I know I'm gonna hate this already. Actually, I won't immediately outbox. It's negative, and then this is negative. Then copy to 7. After every copy to, I'm going to have a jump. Except for that one. So now I only have to do one more sort of action. Shit. Go from 1. There is definitely a better way to do this. The way I'm doing this is really dumb. But I cannot, at the moment, think of how else I'll do it. No, you know what? I don't think this is going to be fruitful. I think we'll leave this. I think we'll leave it. Damn it. I was only able to do, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels today. That's really unfortunate. I wanted to do all the remaining blue ones, but they're getting really hard now. These last set of levels are going to be harder and harder and harder each time. I can't do the 3 sort. Not with the commands that I have. Like, I'm perfectly capable, if you give me, like, arrays, and if you give me a proper programming language, and you get me to do arrays and stuff like that, I can do them, and I can make them pretty efficient. You know, I can make a fairly efficient sorting algorithm, but with this setup, I think what I would actually prefer to do is, instead of using, because I had like a inbox and then placement setup already done, I wouldn't do it like that. I would immediately, as soon as I'm inboxing them, check them against the values that are already on the floor. So like, inbox the first one, inbox the second one, yeah, inbox the first one, place it on the floor, inbox the second one, compare it against that first one, if the one on the floor is greater than, then place it into the second slot. And then on the third one, when you bring the third one in, compare it to the first one. If it's... Actually, I'm gonna totally do this. God damn my hubris. Not my hubris, I'm too eager. Let's just see if I can do it really quick. Okay, I have made a very inefficient version of this. Yeah, I haven't added the jump here. My bad. There we go. Okay. This will work as a min-max, but I used 44 commands to do it. So, what it does is as I said, it immediately compares it. It's smaller, so it places it in the second slot. It compares it. It's smaller, goes to the second slot, compares it. It's smaller, puts it into the third, puts it straight, outputs it. Grabs one, outputs it. Grabs the two, outputs it. Again, start again. Okay, it was bigger than the first one. Wait, what's happening? I was gonna say, something went wrong there. Okay, take it real slow. Takes a 3, throws it out. Takes a 6, it's bigger. So, the 3 moves into the second slot. 6 should move into the first slot. Wait, I've missed a jump, haven't I? Yeah, I missed a jump, my bad. I need to place a jump somewhere. Yeah, I think I just missed there was a jump that I missed. Okay, so, again. I place the jump in. Checks them. Yep. It'll check them against the 2. And it'll be like, oh yeah, small in both. Take it straight to the outbox. Put these 2 in the outbox in order, like that. Okay, now we got... It's larger, so it places it in temp, moves that one over there, moves that to its split position. Checks it, it's larger, does that. What? I missed another jump, haven't I? Okay, where is it? Places it in the temp. Copies to 0. Takes a new one. It's larger. Oh, did I just have these the wrong way around? I think I just had these the wrong way around. Yeah, there we are. My bad. Just had them, in that scenario, I had them the wrong way around. So, yep. Once again. Okay. Yeah, it's bigger than both of them. So it just takes from those 2. Outputs them in order. Okay, so this... Oh, there's negative numbers. I think it's okay, though. Okay. I just gotta achieve it. Glorious failure. Solution not robot. Or something. No, not robust. I was wondering when this would happen, because there were definitely... Like, one of my previous ones I thought was like this. Aha, your solution works with these specific inputs, but it fails with other possible inputs. Okay. Please, yes, please show me some inputs where it'll fail. Because I don't know. It's work? Oh, there we are. Okay. Okay, so what actually caused it to be bad? Let's go back to before it even had any of those values. So 3, 7, and 3. Okay. Because yeah, it's about the fact that it's okay. It's like okay, no, that's bigger. Checks that one. Oh, I just forgot to do an ad. Oh. There's one of them. There's one here that I just missed an ad for. There it is. Found it. Oh, it's not sub. Ad. Ad from there. And check the jump. The jump has an ad after it. Okay. Let's go full whore. Full whore. Full bore. And test this against new. Yay! Jesus Christ. I did it. I did it poorly, but I did it. Yeah, I used 12 more commands than I needed to. Well, screw you. I don't care. I did it. That's all that matters. Ugh. That was too long. That was nearly 2 hours of recording. This is gonna turn into like a 20-minute episode, half an hour episode. But yeah, no, I really enjoy this game though. I find it incredibly fascinating. It's just that I'm so slow at it. I take so long to solve each puzzle. Alright, well. Fingers crossed I can get all the rest of the recording done for today. But yeah, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. More episodes of this coming real soon. Thank you so much for watching, and as always,